show must go on.
Okay. I like it.
Huh?
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hello!
Happy early Thanksgiving. It's a matter of hours.
Yeah.
Glad to see everyone in here so far. We're just going to stall for a minute or two and then play a song. We're going to play the Christmas collaboration song for the 2022 Guitar Fam Christmas collaboration, White Christmas.
Yeah. And I am just, I'm logging in here so that I can see everyone's comments.
What was I going to say? Okay, so Chelsea and I just started going over the song yesterday. So don't feel, we'll get into this more later, but don't feel like this has to be perfect for you to participate. Really, all you have to do is do your best. Excuse me, everything else will take care of itself. It's fine. So, hey Dad, what's going on? He's the first one in the chat.
Uh-oh. Are you choking?
Can you go grab my drink off the table?
Yep. Nate's choking on his excitement.
Yes. HH, what's going on? Jan, hey. Tammy, hey. Ellie, and Vincent and Natasha. I'm not sure both of one of you guys are there, but hey, welcome. And let's see. What else was I going to say? There's a lot to talk about today, but we're going to get into the main meat of the matter is announcing the contest winner, which we'll do after the song. Thank you very much. And then just going over the Christmas tunes. We have 3 student video reviews for you. Charlotte, Erwin, and David. In that order, I think.
Yeah, I think this is Charlotte's first
time, so we're in for a special treat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very exciting.
Okay, and we have a little tiny person in the other room who could go nuclear any second. It's her last nap of the day, and she should be waking up any minute. We're hoping we get through this intro song before she starts squawking.
We'll see.
Because she loves playing our guitars while we're playing them.
Yeah,
So.
loves music, which is great. We knew that was going to happen, though, by the way she would start kicking. Whenever I would sing or play guitar while I was pregnant, then I would hear or feel goom, 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 goom. So we had a feeling that she would be very interested in music, and she has been. So.
Cool. Yes, Helen, I can explain the difference between the 2 versions. When we get there, I'll explain the 2 differences. There's not a whole lot. I think the key is different, maybe, but we'll get into that more. Okay, cool. You ready to try this thing? See if you crash and burn or fly.
Yeah. I'm actually a little nervous.
Soar above the clouds. We'll see. Like I just came up with I finished coming up with a solo for this morning, so we'll see if I remember it or not.
All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, it doesn't have to be perfect. So that's all you have to do. Set up your phone in front of you. We'll talk about this more later. Set up your phone and just do it. Go for it. Put it in the practice time. You still have 2 weeks left because the due date is December 7th for the Christmas collaboration thing. So
Yeah, we did it.
we did it. Here, let's move this out of the way a little bit so
All right,
people can see your face. Here, throw it off over there and I'll turn you up a little bit too because you're a little bit hard to hear when you're talking, I think.
Or what?
A little bit harder to hear when you're talking. There.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
That'll work.
All right.
As long as I
Let's
can
see.
see.
Let's see. Oh, we've got lots of people in here.
Cool, man.
Paul Savage.
Paul Savage, what's going on?
Papa Savage.
Cool.
Ellen, Jan, Tammy, Ellie, Natasha and Vincent, Roger, Daphne, David, Mary, and Jan. Oh, I already said Jan. Keith, Deb, Heather, James. Awesome.
That's
So
a good
many
question,
people.
David. Why don't we have Thanksgiving songs like we do Christmas songs? I don't know. I guess there's not enough motivation for people. You're a songwriter now, so you're kind of complaining to the choir, I guess.
That's a cool idea, actually.
That
I like
is.
that. Oh, lots of people wishing happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, Tim says that's a good volume for her now. Good. Thank you for letting us know.
Okay, great. Thank you for coming. I know it's a different day. Normally
Right.
we're on Thursdays, but we're doing it on a Wednesday. And so thank you so much for joining us. And I hope that those of you in the U.S. who are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow will have a lovely, lovely Thanksgiving. We had ours a month ago here in Canada.
I think we're going to do gourmet turkey sandwiches tomorrow with stuffing and cranberry sauce and turkey,
Yep.
So it won't be too over the top as far as time to do it, but we're still going to do it.
Yeah, we're still going to sit together at the table and eat and talk about what we're thankful for.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. So we have something to give away.
Yes, we have a giveaway.
Cool. So, and this is something I like to do on a kind of regular basis just because I think it's good for the community and it's fun for you guys and for us. So all you have to do is be a member of the Guitar Fam site, which is free. You just go create a complimentary account. Then you had to comment on last month's live stream.
Mm.
I mean, a lot of people do that. We had a lot more like post comments, like after the fact, after the live stream comments than we normally do, which is really great. And we got some new members out of it, which is really cool.
Woohoo!
But do you want me to say it, or do you want to say the winner?
I'll do the drum roll.
Okay, sure.
Okay, and the winner is
Greg Weber.
Greg Weber.
Cool, man. So,
Congratulations, Greg Weber.
Yeah. So all you have to do, just email me. We can set up a time for the first lesson and get that ironed out. You have the email address, support@guitarfam.com, and we'll get it set up. Congratulations, man. I'm looking forward to spending some time with you talking guitar.
Yeah, and actually, for those of you who are not in the forum yet, Greg is an active member in our forum.
Yep.
So if you want to get to know him, then definitely go comment on some of his posts, and we can all get to know each other. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, contest winner announced. Check. Now, can you give us a progress update on the blues course?
I'm getting weary. I'm getting weary because I like you guys probably know I'm doing it from like 8 to 10 at night every night, like 6 days a week, and I have let's see, 3.5 modules left, which is less
out of how many?
Out of 15.
Yeah. So he's been
Yeah, I've been hitting
working
pretty
for
hardcore.
himself every
Right.
night and day.
But this last one that I'm going to be hopefully finishing tonight or tomorrow night is the last really bad one, as far as like really nasty thick one that takes a long time to film. The other two that come after, the other three that I have to do after this are like medium, so they're not as bad. So it's like after tonight I'm going to be like a little bit of a break.
Mm.
But I'll be finished filming it by next week for sure.
Yeah, so exciting. And when is your gonna ballpark?
I'm hoping
goal? Like not a
January.
specific date. Okay.
I'm hoping January, but if it's not that, it's gonna be February because it has to be.
Yeah. Cool. Great. Well, let's see the comments here. Oh, lots of people congratulating Greg. Awesome. Let's see. Daphne
Marion's
just got
in the
off
house.
work.
Hey, Marion.
Wasn't sure I would get here in time. Well, I'm glad you did.
Happy Thanksgiving, Keith.
We have a question here from Eric saying, for the next jam, are you wanting only Christmas songs?
No. You send in anything you like.
Yeah,
But
anything you're working on,
One-
that can be stressful sometimes if you're working on something and then all of a sudden you have to abandon ship to work on something
yeah,
else.
exactly.
So we don't want to do that to you.
And especially like I know Erwin doesn't celebrate Christmas, right? So Erwin can have another video, and that's totally fine. But the compilation video, the Christmas collaboration video, is going to be short. It's going to be like 4 or 5 minutes max, I would think. And then we have all this other time for other student video reviews or progress updates or whatever you like. It's fine. Just send anything you want.
Yeah. So any songs that you're working on are great. Okay, let's see. I'm just seeing if there's any other comment or questions. Okay, cool.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mom.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Me.
It's a family affair,
That's
which is
right.
fitting. Guitar fam.
Yep.
All right, so the guitar. So December 7th is the due date
Yes.
for the Christmas song, and
Oh, I've had multiple people ask me, I can't get the video to you. If you have trouble sending the video to me, email me and I will give you my cell phone number and you can text the video to me. But try sending the file first or putting it up on YouTube and sending me the link and sending the video to private. But if you can't get that to work, just email me and I'll give you my phone number.
yeah, so YouTube is a great way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no, that's all right. All right. And then, so we're going to move on to video reviews now.
Yes.
We've got 3 people to review. The first person, it is her first time here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we want to welcome her with open arms and cheer her on.
Okay, cool. This is Charlotte. Here you go.
I've been leaving early. You've been working late. Without these pictures on the wall, I might never see your face. And I count my blessings. You're always number one. From the sweetness of the moonlight to the warmth of the morning sun, we drift by like ships out on the ocean. One of these nights we're gonna find a moment to ourselves. I'll mix you a drink. You put on a song. We're dancing in the shoes we've got. Let's leave the dishes till the morning. Roll the rug against the wall. In our little kitchen ballroom, you're the fairest of them all. May this song last forever. May the candles all burn down. We'll carry on like lovers on a night out on the town. The days go by and we just keep on rolling. One of these nights we're gonna find a moment to ourselves. We'll stay up a little late. It won't take too long. We're dancing in the shoes we've got. We'll make do with what we've got. For whatever come what may, we've got each other. Nothing else matters anyway. We'll drift by like ships out on the ocean. One of these nights we're gonna find a moment to ourselves. I'm at work, you're still sleeping. I left before the dawn. We're dancing in the shoes we've got on. We are dancing in the shoes we've got on. We are dancing in the shoes we've got.
Woohoo! That was great. Really enjoyed that. There's lots of really nice comments in there. People really enjoyed that.
So Charlotte, we were emailing back and forth this week because Charlotte's taken some lessons with me before, and she was like, her husband was encouraging her to do an open mic, and she's like, I don't need to do that, blah blah blah. It's like, you would if you did that at an open mic, you would have no problems. Everybody would love it. And if they didn't, you could tell them to go pound sand, because I don't have anything musical to say about that. Like,
that was
any
great.
advice. The only advice that I would give you if you are going to do this at an open mic is practice it more to the point where you think it's over. Like oh dear God, I'm almost sick of the song. I don't want to say you get sick of the song, but practice it more than you think you do, because your abilities when you get in front of people are going to be cut in half.
Yeah.
Probably, especially on your first open mic. That's the only piece of advice I'd give you. Other than that, if I was sitting at our little place, it's called Sip Chai. This
Shout out to Sip Chai.
Shout out to Sip Chai. If I was sitting there, I would be sitting back, drinking my beverage, and just smiling and enjoying myself. I think you did great, and if you wanted to do an open mic, I think you sound more than good enough to do it. So congratulations for putting on all the hard work. It's very musical, very lovely. I've never heard that song before. It was really good.
Yeah, that's a new song for me too.
Cool. Okay.
All right, next one is
The Rock and Roll Dreamer.
all right, Erwin.
Oh, come on.
1, 2.
Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Okay, here you go. There it is.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he was from a small town in northern Mississippi. She was raised on the Puget Sound, third generation hippie. Fate would take them to LA County, get them stuck in a traffic jam, El Camino in a red Trans Am. Her stereo was blaring Dylan, the bootleg sessions, and all the times they are a-changin' made a pretty good impression. She looked over and caught him smiling under a California setting sun. Fell in love on the 101. California, California, California dream come true. Well, they got in with the in crowd. They got off on the rock and roll. Cocaine's free and the music's loud. Backstage at the Hollywood Bowl, they got the house in Topanga Canyon. They partied at the Viper Room, blending into the neon gloom. California, California, California dream come true. California, California, California dream come true. Well, you see them down on the Sunset Strip, trying so hard to be so hip. Manhattan Beach to Malibu, and it's all about the ocean view. And who do you know in Hollywood? It's cutthroat, but it's understood. Champagne, Kool-Aid, drink it down. You're the talk of Tinseltown, California, California, dream
California dreams come true. Those rock and roll dreams come true
That's
right there
rock and
with
roll
those,
exactly.
with those sunglasses.
And Erwin posted that in his student progress thread in the forum. So if you haven't started one of those and you need some musical accountability, it's a very safe place to do that. We monitored it pretty closely, and everybody's there to cheer you on and give you, constructive criticism, and then just compliment you on your hard work that you're doing. And I think everyone should have one. That's what I think. But even if it's just to do verbal updates, typed.
Yeah, like, hey, and then sometimes I'll do just a typed update of, I'm working on this.
Yeah,
and sometimes I'll post a video. So it just depends on the situation.
Yeah, sometimes because my progress is what you see on YouTube, right, or the courses, pretty much, unless I have something special going on, right? But I'll post those videos in there because that is my student progress stuff too. So cool. Okay, we got one more.
Yeah, and well done, Erwin. We really
very good
enjoyed
job.
that, and it's neat to see. When you look back at, speaking of progress there, when you look back at the beginning of Erwin's journey till now, he's grown a lot. So well done.
I want to say one thing about what Erwin did there. Like, if you'll notice, like, he didn't always hit all the bar chords on time and cleanly, but he kept the train going. His time didn't falter. He kept the train going, and then he adjusted and made it. And then the next time, maybe he got the bar chord right. So to me, that's more important than like stopping or having your time mess up. So if you can pick one, keep the engine going with your right hand, whether you're finger picking or strumming. So that's a good example or demonstrated that really well. Cool.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and then the last student review for today is David.
And he is going to be doing "Take It Easy" by the Eagles. And here we go. There you go.
old dreams happening tonight.
That solo is no joke, David.
I was so impressed that you went for it.
I know. David just sent this to me a few hours ago, 2-3 hours ago, something like that. I was like, okay, and I haven't had a chance to watch it. I watched like the first 30 seconds up to make sure the video is good. I was like, okay. I had no idea you were gonna play the solo.
It's awesome.
Awesome. Way to jump in with both feet and just go for it. I could pick that apart for the next 6 months with you, like in private lessons, but I'm not going to right now. I'll give you 2 tiny tips that will help you. First off is lay back a little, because it was pushing a little bit the whole time. And then the second of all, I know you're used to playing acoustic. You've been playing acoustic, really hammering that. So feel free to lighten up on your touch a little bit, because anytime you hit the chords hard like you're playing 12s on an acoustic guitar, it can sound like it can push it out of tune. That goes for lead and rhythm guitar. So just those things, and just lighten up. And you can still be intense with having a lighter touch. That's it. But man, you did good, man. You learned it pretty quick too. It seems like from just talking
that
to you.
song wasn't even up that long on the website, is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you learned it from the Guitar Fam site or not, but I know you haven't mentioned to me that you're working on it. It hasn't been that long. So really good job getting that great.
Yeah, so exciting that you
cool, man.
that
David's
did
the kind
that.
of person, and he said this to me before. He's like, "Oh, I just look at everything as a personal challenge."
Yeah.
And he attacks everything that way, and he's really good at a lot of stuff. Consequently. So.
That's fantastic.
Cool, man.
And
That's awesome.
also the T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Love the T-shirt.
Thank
you for representing the fam.
I love the fact that you're playing just electric #1, because we've been focused on fingerstyle so much, but I haven't seen the Strat in here, and it's really cool too.
Yeah.
Nice.
So just looking at some of the comments here, lots of applause here going on for David. So that's fantastic.
And one thing, when you're bouncing back and forth between lead and rhythm parts like that, you have to know it really, 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 really well, like the back of your hand, so you don't have to think about the transitions. And practicing the transitions can help a lot too.
I remember. Okay, so
Queso.
Cheese. I remember when the first time I ever was asked to play lead guitar for a church band, and there was a song that they asked me to do to lead called "Glorious Day," and there's a guitar. I can't do it right now because I haven't played it in a while. So I had to go from doing rhythm while I was singing to doing yeah. And I'm happy that I at least hit it sometimes.
You have to.
I crashed and burned at one point in the song.
And you didn't have a lot of time to prep for that either.
No.
For that gig.
Yeah, that was two. No, that wouldn't have. I'm saying 2 years ago, but 2 years ago we were all locked down. So
yeah, so it was 3 years.
3 years ago, by this point. Man. That's a memory that's burned into my brain. But it was a really good learning. But all that to say that transitioning from rhythm to lead is very difficult, and so David rose to the occasion. So woohoo!
How did that happen?
Oh, David said this is the first time I've ever played lead.
That's what I thought. I thought you've done some blues licks and stuff like that before, but nothing like this.
Not a solo that I know of. That's awesome.
Cool.
High fives all around for David. Very cool. All right, now I'm gonna scroll back. We're gonna go to the Q&A part of the.
I hear a run.
We just heard a. Wah! I'll go get her in a second. She wants to join the party, but I saw a little while back. There are some questions that I want to make sure that we get to, because we're in the Q&A part. So the first one, I'm just sort of scrolling back to the top. So Hélène says, can you explain the difference between the Bublé version and the other version I found on your site? For the Christmas song, the
Christmas song,
White Christmas.
It's based on the Michael Bublé and or the Drifters version of the song, as far as the harmony, the chords that are in the background. They might not be in the same key. I'm pretty sure they're not in the same keys as G. I picked G because it was the easiest to play in and with the least amount of bar chords for everyone. So other than the key, really it's not that much different. The harmony is the same. There might be a chord or two that's different here, just like maybe 1 or 2 chords at the most, I think, for the Drifters and the Bublé version and this one. Other than that, it's just the key.
Okay. Excellent. And then we've already addressed, but in case there are people who weren't here earlier in the live stream, someone asked if they could submit for the video reviews next month.
Oh, yeah.
If it can only be Christmas songs. No, it can be any song you're working on. That is totally fine. If you're working on something that isn't a Christmas song, feel free to send it in. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, feel free to send in whatever song you're working on.
Michael's here. He says, I made a 20-year broadcast. It's late in Florida. Hey, Michael, what's up?
Hello. All right. Okay. And there was another question.
I was going to say,
so
it doesn't have to be a performance video either. It could just be an update on how you're doing with the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Like Alan today posted in the forum that he got a new orange wood guitar.
Oh, yeah. Congrats, Alan.
So, like, if you get a new guitar and you just want to show us a video of it, we can share it with the community too. It doesn't have to be playing. It can be anything.
Yeah, I loved the video that Tammy submitted a little while
With the
back
strap,
about the strap locks.
Yeah.
So if you've got a new piece of equipment that you want to show, so it doesn't have to be a performance. So we just love connecting with you guys. We love it when you hear from each other, not just from us.
Yeah, exactly.
So because we're the community aspect of what we do is very important.
Like we could sit here and talk all day, and it's nothing without you guys. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So there's a question here from Daphne. When I record White Christmas, should I record myself playing the song 3 times?
You don't have to do all 3 rotations. Once is enough. If you want to do all 3, you can do all 3 as well. It's up to you. I only need it once, and what I can do is take and just copy and paste it 3 times, so I have your shots to choose from throughout the whole edit. Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so if you're wondering 3 times, the song structure goes through the entirety once with singing, and then once instrumentally, and then the last time with singing. So that's the structure of the song. Yeah. So if you want to do just one, the first third of the song, and submit that, that's okay too.
And we'll get to this later. Let's go questions.
Okay, I was done.
Okay, cool. So first off, you have 2 weeks left to get your performance for the video, and it does not have to be fancy. You can be doing this. It can be as simple as whole notes with open chords. That's fine. For most of you, I think you'll do at least quarter notes, right? If you want to do eighth notes, just make sure they're swung, not straight. Swung. Right? And if you want to do a little lead part in the middle, for the middle part, feel free to do that too. If you want to sing a round of it, that's fine too. I can stick that in the middle where Chelsea's not singing. I could have all these tools available for me to make the edit get creative with the edit and pull out everybody's best parts. But you need to do it to the jam track because of the specific beats per minute that it's at. That'll help keep everybody on track. If you can, do it with like headphones in, and then just set your phone up with a camera and just hit record on your camera. And it can be as simple as that. If you don't have headphones where you can't do that, that's fine. Just set your camera up, play the jam track on something else, and just hit record and go. That's it. It could be super simple.
And so we are opening up the live stream now to a Q&A portion. If you have more questions about the Christmas song. Actually, Daphne, you had asked a question in the forum that I think you may not be the only person. There may be other people wondering the same thing. So maybe you could answer it here just in case there's anybody else with the same question. And I'm gonna go get she's going in her crib. So
where are you guys at? You've abandoned me.
Yeah, we have a guest who's about to appear soon.
Okay, so
also I'm feeling very 70s today with
brown. She's gonna start a fire when she walks. She got corduroys on. So Daphne was asking. Okay, so it goes 2 measures of G, 4 measures of D. Just like the ones I used to. Back to G for 4 measures. And here comes a C. The next measure is a C minor. And if you are not at a spot where you can do a bar chord yet, what do? You can either do a power chord, but also what I mentioned in the video, the tutorial for this song, is you could go where the treetops, you could do a 4-finger C on Children Listen, and then on Listen it goes to a C minor, and all you need to do is instead of, you know, playing a C minor like this or like that, which is very difficult to play, all you have to do is have this 4-finger C and then let off the pressure on the D string to where you're muting the D string. Because when you play a 4-finger C like this, the only third of this chord is where your index finger is. And if you let off to mute that string, that chord fits nicely over a C minor. It's basically a C power chord. And that fits just fine over a C minor chord. That's all I was talking about, Daphne. Hopefully that addresses what you're talking about. This, there are probably some versions somewhere that you do a C7, but this version is doing a C minor. So I think that's it. Let's see. Daphne says she's been saving. That's cool. Man, I don't know where to start. There's so much going on in the chat. Let's see, I'll start at the top. And if you have any questions about the Christmas tune or anything else that's coming up, now's the time. Just put it in the chat and I'll get to it. I think that's it for our itinerary kind of today. We did everything, student reviews. We announced the winner, and if you weren't around for the winner of the contest, the 4-pack private lesson giveaway, was Greg Weber. Let's see. Michael Salmon says, living the triad dream. Yeah, he's been working hardcore on cage and triad stuff. He's had some really big breakthroughs that are really cool. David says, I've been saving money for a new guitar and I'm almost there. I'll be starting to look at guitars soon. I look at guitars every day. That's not a lie. 113 beats per minute. Yeah, Helen. Yeah, what kind of guitar are you looking for? Starting. Oh, okay, I see. Acoustic, electric. Yeah, I'm very excited to hear Daphne's reply on what guitar she's looking at. Oh, your guitar doesn't have a pickup. I didn't know that. I thought it did. So yeah, having something to plug in will be really sweet. Yeah, I'd be curious to know, like, you don't have to say this in the chat or even in the forum if you don't want to, or you can email me. Like, how much are you wanting to spend? What brands are you looking at? Those types of things. Tammy Anderson said, I posted a question in the forum about how to record the Christmas video. I didn't see it. Sorry about that. I'll go look and try to give you a more thorough answer there, but I'll answer it here as well. She says, I posted a question in the forum about how to record the Christmas video on my computer and audio via DAW, a digital audio workstation, so on your computer, and I'd like to try this for recording. So all I do, and Chelsea does this sometimes when she has something that's not as important, like a big YouTube video. She does this more, like she does her little shorts for like some lead parts that she's working on. She literally just takes her phone, sets it on a little stand, and then goes into her audio interface. I don't know if you're doing acoustic or electric, that'll make a big difference, Tammy. But if you're doing acoustic, just have a mic. Like, say this was an acoustic guitar, I would point my mic right here. If I only have one mic, right here on your acoustic guitar. And then just get some nice, strong, healthy level. If you're doing electric, it's fine. You just record it direct, right? But then just hit record on your DAW. Make sure you're getting good level, and then hit record on your camera, your phone or whatever. Clap to sync it up so you have a nice sharp transient, so you can line the video audio and then the audio you recorded in your DAW. Okay, Apple product, that's good to know. And then just do it until you're happy with the take you do. If you have to start over, start over. I set the click. What you can do is also you can set the click in your DAW to 113 if you want, and just play it that way. You can also import the file, the audio file, the jam track, into your DAW on a separate track, and you'll just say file import audio file, and then you'll import the file, and you can just play along to it that way if you want. That's if you have any other questions. Just say acoustic guitar with a jack using a cord discard. Okay, cool. So just treat that just like you would an electric guitar. So plug it in, make sure it's not peaking when you hit it, but make sure it's a nice healthy level. And then I would import the track, or just have it playing in your ears through headphones. That's a nice way to do it too, to where you don't really have to worry about what the DAW is doing. Just have the DAW open, tracks armed, hit record on your phone, and you can have your headphones in and just play the track on your other device through your headphones, or have the track imported in your DAW. Either way will work. You can even do it to just the click track just the metronome in Logic or GarageBand or whatever you're using. I hope that helps. If you have any, that's kind of a thick question without knowing exactly your setup or what you would like to do. So if you have any other questions, feel free to message me directly, or I'll post in the forum too. Yeah, it'll be fun. It's a good learning experience, and you may come up with questions throughout it, like, oh, how could I have done this better? And then those are the most valuable ways to learn to record, because you're not going to forget that as quickly because you kind of went through the ringer on it. So it's a really valuable experience. Okay, let's see. Roger says, can you talk about playing double stops up and down the neck? Thanks. Yeah, I started out that solo that I did not play very well. Sorry about that. Like this. Okay, so all I was thinking about there was the chords in the key of G. And I was using the regular E major bar chord shape. And then I was thinking the next chord in G major was an A minor, then a B minor, then a C major, then a D major, E minor, then F sharp minor 755, and then back to G. And all I did was I had to get the melody first. The first thing I had to do is get the melody. And so that's where I started. I know I started on a B. So I could harmonize the B. I could pick any note out of this B chord, B minor chord, except some in the key of G. And I just took the note out of this chord on the G string, and then the melody note there on top on the B string. Oh, sorry, the E string. And that's what I did. I literally took this shape and just took 2 notes out of it. And then it went up to a C, and then walked up to a D, and then this E minor all the way up here, and then this F sharp, G, A minor, G, F sharp, E, and then I kind of switched it up at the end, and then switched to this G chord. But I had to know the notes. I had to know the key first. I had to know the chords in the key, and then I had to know the shapes in a chord scale. So G, A minor, B minor, C, D major, E minor, F sharp diminished, and then G again. And that's I kind of fiddled around with that. And once you get used to this idea of seeing this tiny shape out of this bigger shape, out of this B minor. And right there, the first few notes there are just walking chromatically, because that's what this song does. So I'm not really thinking about a key so much. I'm just thinking about my starting point. And then I start thinking about, because that's where it goes to a D chord, right? In that shape, I'm just pulling out of this D chord. So really, it is all about chord shapes, and you can do that with any of the basic chord shapes for the Cage system. So I would say if you really want to do double stops, dig into the Cage system, because that's really the foundation of it all. So I know that's not the most concise answer or the most thorough answer, but for a live stream where I can't get up close, that's what I would start thinking about. Okay. Let's see.
Lillian says hello.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello. Can you wave? Can you wave
Oh,
at
yeah.
everybody?
Debbie says she learned how to play double stops when she was learning Zombie. Hey. Apple product. I'm just catching up on the chat. I think I'm done. I think I'm caught up. I'm excited to try this. Clap before starting playing, so I can easily. Yeah, I always clap. Well, Chelsea always claps before playing. I've gotten to where I use DaVinci Resolve, and it has a really nice feature called Auto Align, which works pretty well. And you just select your audio and your video, and it auto aligns them for you. It's great.
Cheater.
Cheater, yes, I will cheat as much as I can. Okay. Doggy. Can you say doggy?
Doggy. We go to the park. There's a dog park not close, or not too far from our house, and we go there, and she just goes, doggy, doggy.
She's just all about the papas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And then
Yeah.
she gets after me, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's it. Deb says, hey, Lillian.
Lots of people telling
Roger,
me
thanks.
hello.
Yeah, Roger, let me know. You can email us if you have any further questions on that, because it's a super thick topic. I could do a whole course on just that, but it would end up morphing into a course on Caged, really. So that's what it's all about. Cool. Yeah, you're welcome. Michael, why does landing on the third sounds so good when you switch chord shape as you jam over different chords because, well, if you land on the root, that's already implied on the chord you're playing over. If you land on the fifth, that's also really, really stable, and it's like a power chord, you know. It's not that much different from the root note, but the third gives you the character difference between major and minor. And like, so it's a really good note. If you're sick of playing the root over every chord progression, you know, as you play through them, like if you're playing the blues or whatever, just land on the third and it will automatically make you think and hear and play different things. So getting to where you target the third, like if you're playing over an A. I'm hitting the third there a lot, and it just gives it a different quality that's not as expected as the root or the fifth. That's my reasoning behind it. And you can take that logic with any chord tone. You could, like the seventh is unexpected too. So if you have so I went 7 7 7 3 1, it resolved it down to the 1. But those other two notes are really great color tones. Super well with G to A minor. Yeah. So if you have a G, and just emphasizing the thirds a little bit more than the roots, it works really well. And it forces you to be able to know where the thirds are in these chord shapes, which is really fantastic. That's what we want to be shooting for. Cool.
I'm gonna find something for her to play with that is not your phone.
Okay, as soon as Chelsea gets back, we'll wrap this up. Here. You want your iPad? We'll go get your iPad. But you have till the 7th of this December, so it's today's the 23rd, right? Oh, I'm terrible at this. Yes, 23rd. So you have over 2 full weeks to get your submissions for the Christmas collaboration. And it doesn't have to be 3 times all the way through. It can be. It doesn't have to be super complicated. It can be. You can sing on it. You can play lead guitar. You can strum whole notes. You can do fingerstyle. It doesn't matter. Whatever. This is just to feature you guys and take a snapshot of where you're at and for us to have some fun together as a community. It says, I'm not having that problem. What's this? Oh, hey LTB. It says, new here, came in late. The audio is very low on my laptop. I have it all the way up, and I wonder if anyone has the same problem. If the audio on your laptop is all the way up, make sure the audio on YouTube is all the way up too. Sometimes YouTube volume starts out like at halfway and it's super annoying, and I just have to crank it.
On the individual video?
Yeah, on the individual video, yeah, on the player.
Yeah.
So sometimes that can be the issue. Okay, I think that's it. Chelsea, anything else?
Just caught the guitar. I think that's it for... I think that's it for us.
Cool.
Is that it for us?
All right, guys, we will see you. Don't forget, I'll send out emails and stuff, but the live stream for next month is early. I can't remember what day off the top of my head.
Yeah, we are going to do it early because usually we do it the last Thursday of the month. But because,
that's right,
just
Christmas,
around Christmas, everybody's kind of doing family stuff. So we're going to do it before Christmas this coming month.
I think it's in the middle of the month, like on the 11th or something. I think I give myself like 4 days to get the video together once the deadline hits. So that's when that'll be due and all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to look. What am I going to do? I'm going to check the calendar.
iCal.
My guess is that we decided on the...
What day is the 11th?
On the 15th. The 11th is a Sunday.
Oh, that's not it then. It's got to be the 15th.
My guess is that we decided on the 15th.
That's probably right.
So we will confirm that, but it will most likely be on the 15th, 10 days before Christmas. A little early just so that we can all relax for Christmas.
Okay, guys, we got to take care of Munchkin and get her fed and to bed. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming up.
See you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.